Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Unity of Kona. Unfortunately, Uncle Jim is not feeling so well today, so let's keep him in our prayers and pray for his wellness. So I'm just going to go ahead and get us right started. My name is Patrick Thompson. I am usually sitting over here doing all of the audio and visual, but I'm doing it all today. So why don't we go ahead and start our day today in prayer. Spirit, in this moment, let's pause and take a slow, deep breath. Recognize our connection with Spirit, the one presence and one power. Become more aware of our inner faculty of power and feel it energizing and renewing us. How wonderful that we have the power to choose our reaction to circumstances. Aligned with Spirit, we take charge of our thoughts, words, and actions, knowing they have creative energy that can transform our lives and the world. And from this place of spiritual power, our presence reverberates, echoing to the world with perfect compassion, peace, and kindness. We are so grateful for this spiritual gift of power, and so it is. Amen. Well, thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. We'll go ahead and get started with our service. And as usual, we'll start with our affirmation, mission statement, and vision. Not in that order necessarily, but if you would please rise and say with me the affirmations that are going to be on the board here shortly. Our vision statement together. A world family of oneness, peace, and love. And our mission statement. To inspire spiritual growth and through this active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. I'm not used to leading that. And finally, our affirmation, our new affirmation for the month of May, which the theme for the month is power. So if we say it together, I have the power to create my world. And while y'all are still standing, if we will sing our opening song, We Come Together, and if I could have some singers up here to help me out with that while I go over here and fiddle with the computer for a second.
Take a look at the person next to you. Say God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in sanctuary and lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. We come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. We come together. 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 We come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every walk of life, every creed and color, creed and color, and get you feel nice. In honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love.
We come together.
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 We come together in the name of love. All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. Sing that opening song, and if you would like to take a moment to say hello to the people around you, next to you, welcome each other to service today, feel free to do that. I love seeing new faces in the sanctuary. We're now fully open down here at Unity of Kona, so feel free to come down and join us for service every Sunday at 10 a.m. Happy to see all of you here today. I've been saying I want to get us one more camera to just look backwards to see everybody here talking and carrying on. All right. Let me just walk on over here and do the call to center. Well, we are so happy that everybody is here today. I just want to give an opportunity to welcome our guests and visitors and everybody all around with a big aloha and God bless you. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here today. I just have a couple of announcements this morning before we move into our main service. And first and foremost, Unity is a prayer ministry. So prayer, we all know prayer works in our lives and in everything that we do. And so we invite you to either, you can fill out a prayer request form, which should be in your seat back, but they may actually just be in the back there. You can fill out a prayer request form and put it in that box in the back of the sanctuary. And those are prayed over every Wednesday, or at our by our prayer chaplains. It's been a while since I've done we've changed a little bit since the last time I did platforming. So we can do where it's prayed over every week, and those are sent on to Silent Unity, where they receive 30 days of continuous prayer. And you can also download the YouPray app, which is on iTunes or Android, and that you can do the same thing via your phone. So you can put in your prayer requests and send it off to Silent Unity, and choose whether or not you would like to receive a personalized response back from them. They always send the best responses, if so. So know that is something that you can certainly avail yourself of, and please do so if it's something that would work for you. We have our services online, so they are streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So feel free to join us on there. Hello to everybody who is on there right now. After service, we will have our fellowship, and so if you feel like joining us from elsewhere, there's a Zoom link that's going to be provided in the Facebook comments. So feel free to join us there. And my other announcements. So our team member for the month of May is Diana Fisher. Thank you so much, Diana. For those of you who don't know, Diana is an absolutely integral member of our church. She does all of our office management. She pays our bills. She goes to the bank. She is the first person whenever anybody asks her to do anything for this church to say yes. And so we want to take this month to appreciate everything that Diana does. Thank you so much, Diana. Today is also birthday Sunday, so we want to acknowledge everybody who has a birthday in the month of May by wishing you a day and year full of many blessings. We'd especially like to acknowledge from our spiritual Hana, Jim Carey, Kim Davidson, Tom Metz, and Mamie Bramlett. Happy birthday, Haoli Lahanau. Thank you so much. Today, after service at noon, we have our regular healing service and Reiki healing with Kayla Harvey she has singing bowls and wave drums. I guess I'll help a little bit, chimes and all of that. So it's a really meditative and centering and calming process. So feel free to stay after service for that. And we welcome and invite and ask everybody, if you are able in any way possible, to please consider becoming a contributor and sharing your time, talent, and treasure with this spiritual community. We would love volunteers. Obviously, I am doing platforming and I'm running a computer, so I'm wearing many hats today. And having a deeper bench of people who can run a laptop, who can run a PowerPoint to help us out for a service and other things, audio visual, or helping clean the church. If you want to be a board member and help direct the goings on of the church. We welcome anybody to send us an email at unityofkona@gmail.com with the subject volunteer, or call the church at 808-322-0885. We thank you in advance for your willingness to serve. It also says on here I'm supposed to pass around a sign-up sheet for refreshments, but I do not have a clipboard, so I'm going to rely on somebody else to take care of that. But we have been doing refreshments after service more often, as many of you are aware. So if you want to sign up for a specific week so we just know what or who is bringing things, that would be much appreciated. And I think that is it for my announcements today. So I have asked the beautiful Kayla Harvey to do the daily word for today. So thank you, Kayla.
Thank you. Today's daily word is joy. My many happy experiences and memories may lead me to feel joyful, but I know they are not the source of my joy. One of my divine gifts, joy, is part of my spiritual identity, as close to me as my next breath. Joy wells up and spills over within me when I bring my awareness to my spiritual nature and to my oneness with all good and all life. It is an attitude I hold in mind and a feeling in my heart. The happiness I feel in life depends on my allowing my inner wellspring of joy to come forth. I nurture my joy by maintaining a regular prayer practice that enhances my awareness of God, by making time for the things that make me happiest. I go into the world grateful for the joy that resides within me, my gift to share generously. For you shall go out in joy and be led back in peace, Isaiah 55:12. And together, the phrase affirmation, I carry joy in my heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kayla, for doing the daily word today. Much appreciated. And now is the time in the service when we visualize the sanctuary as a beautiful heart. So I invite you to take this moment to just take a deep breath, get centered where you are. Feel the loving energy in the sanctuary of those around you, flowing in and through you. You can see that loving energy flowing around every person, every being in this town, on this island, this state, this world. If you know of anybody in need of prayer, or anybody in the world in need of prayer, see them in this center of this most beautiful, loving heart. as together we say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And now we have some wonderful music from Dondi Nueva. Thank you so much for being here and doing our music today, Dondi. We love to hear you and your wonderful ukulele, so take it away.
I guess we're all kind of. I found out last night that I needed to perform tonight, so we all help each other, and you know God makes a way for everything to work out. So this song is a song called it's a song that I've always loved, talking about how God prepares us and provides for us. I've been blessed with many things. God has been good to me. I have family and friends who share in all I do. But if I lose it all and I am left with nothing, if I have the Lord, I know I'll make it through. He's the only reason I live. But oh, what a reason. He's the only reason I live. But oh, what a reason. There's nothing in this world worth living for. It only leaves you empty and longing for more. He's the only reason I live, but oh, what a reason. You may have tried a lot of things to find real happiness, but if you've looked very long, you know it can't be found until you find the Lord and you know the power of His Spirit. He'll be your reason to live, and He'll never let you down. He's the only reason I live, but oh, what a reason. He's the only reason I live, but oh, what a reason. There's nothing in this world worth living for. It only leaves you empty and longing for more. He's the only reason, He's the only reason I live. But oh, what a reason.
Yes. That's all right. I'll tell them. That's okay. I'll tell them. Aloha. Yes. Yes, I'm in Bullhead City, Arizona, which is right across the border from Laughlin, Nevada. So it's fun to be here because I'm getting around, aren't I? I had a wonderful time this morning, and not related to my sermon, but those of you who follow me on Facebook know that I've been not trying. My intention is I am receiving 75 birthday cards, one for every year around the sun. And today, look at this, the congregation, I got 10. I got 10. Woo, yeah. So, and someone suggested this morning that I extend my birthday, since 75 years, one day for every year. So it's a 75-day birthday, and I'm ready for it. And thank you. Notice I got laid today. I received 4 when I was there last summer. One was flowers, so I don't still have it, but I wanted to honor each wonderful lay that I received. So thank you. It's very special. Okay, now I think let's do meditation first. What do you think? Let's do that. Let's take a few moments and become centered. Become centered in the Christ essence that you truly are. So I invite you to settle into your seat, become comfortable, both feet on the floor so that you can ground yourself in Mother Earth. Closing your outer eyes so that you can see more clearly with your inner eyes. Just breathe deeply, breathing in the light and the love that is God. And feel it filling every cell and tissue of your body. Where there's dis-ease or discomfort, feel that healing power restoring you to wholeness. And continuing, breathing deeply, becoming centered. And feeling God's light and love filling your spirit and your emotions, your thoughts. So that as you go forward into your day and your week and your life, God is always consciously present within you. And so you know that there is no true outer concern because you have God within. Just affirm, each one silently to yourself, I am one with the one. I am one with the one. I am one with the one. Feel that energy of that oneness. Take that feeling of oneness into your cellular memory. Allow it to enter into your subconscious. I am one with the one. And feel the power that comes with that oneness. With God, all things are possible. So in this oneness, know that you are invincible. Know that your heart's desires in your oneness with God are now God's desires for you. I am one with the one. Now draw from that oneness, draw forth that high vibrational energy of God's light and love. And in our troubled world, I invite you to hold that light and that love and radiate it out. It is infinite. So in the holding, receive, and then radiate out. And know that as you are expanding your light and love, you are touching people's hearts. Where there's darkness and fear and anger, you're shining your light. Because in the light, no darkness can survive. And there, where there's despair and feelings of helplessness and hopelessness, radiate your love, filling those hearts so that they see hope. And know that in this moment, because of your power, demonstrating God in this world, you have made a difference. You have transformed a life. Each one of you. As we return to this place and this time, know that you are truly one with God. And I am one with the one. I am one with the one. I am one with the one. And slowly returning to this time and this place, open your eyes and look around at beauty and Christ's presence and everyone within Unity of Kona's sanctuary walls right now. Unity of Kona Ohana. Know that you are a blessing and you are blessed. So it is. All right. You've got the power. Woo! There we go. Woke you up. But have you ever felt as if you didn't? You ever had that feeling of the world's against you? That doesn't matter what you do, it's going to turn out badly. Ever get caught in that place? Yeah. Well, I know I used to periodically. And then I realized that, wow, there's something stronger within me than anything that is going on around me. And it's a power that anyone can harness. And it's a power that will bring victory to every life. You know, to, 3x your power, 10x your power, 100x your power. Because you've got it. You've got it. Imagine yourself as the most powerful presence in the universe. And nothing and no one can stand against you. You know, you've got an army. You've got your own personal army. Members of that army are like faith, hope, will, love, imagination, understanding, zeal, intuition. You know, it's like your army of guardian angels, always there to support, serve, save, and celebrate you. Now, with that kind of spiritual army to support you, how can any outer condition take you down? I mean, how can it? It cannot. Yeah, I traveled quite a bit actually in April. I had a friend in Southern California who said, you must come out and celebrate your 75th birthday with me. We have to make it special. And my response was, oh, good. I get to drive 5 hours each way so that you can celebrate my birthday. Why don't you come here? And then she said, well, you know what? Fly into Orange County Airport. And I looked into it. And do you know, I thought it cost me less to take the plane than it would have to drive to pay gas. Because it's $60.69 for 2 one-way tickets. So total. So I did it. And I had the whole row to my seat, to myself. And I was looking down, and I don't usually have that opportunity to view everything as I'm flying out of Las Vegas. And I got to see, kind of the power of the Strip. I don't know if any of you have ever been here. This man-made experience. It's incredible. And I got to see it from the air. And then flying out over the desert and the acres and acres of solar panels, over the mountains that are so pristine and seem to go on forever. And then coming down the other side in the plains, going into California, I was like, wow, this is a God moment. And thoroughly experience that presence. And I was just in awe. And then last week, my nieces visited me from the Northeast, and they've never been to the Southwest. And I'm driving them around, southern Nevada, and then we went up into Utah. And we went to Kolob Canyon, Bryce National Park, and Zion National Park. And I don't know if you've ever been there, but they are incredible. The Kolob Canyon, you look out for miles and miles over forested mountains and red rock, and it was just this expansive experience. And then going to Bryce with its red hoodoos, where the erosion creates these beautiful figures. I mean, you're looking at this humongous crowd of hoodoos. You think they could be people almost. And then Zion with the sheer walls of granite and power. And then I started thinking, well, what problem do I have that has any importance when I see this grandeur? And imagine what the night sky was like. You have the opportunity to actually see the night sky there in Kona, especially when you go up on the mountain. And what are the expanse of the stars and the Milky Way, and to see that we are mere specks. In fact, there's a poster that I'm looking for to see if I could buy it sometime, and it's the galaxy. the Milky Way in it. And at one corner, there is an arrow pointing down and the little sign saying, "You are here." It's pointing to this tiny little speck. So what problems do I have that compare to the universe, that compare to the grandeur of our own earth? And it's like, how does it matter? What is it that's going on in my life, in the world, that can compare with all of that? And I don't mean to dismiss pain that you might be feeling right now, whether emotional or physical, or that you might have felt in the past. No, it hurts. It hurts when we have these experiences. Yet, no matter how awful or painful or frightening or scary something might be, is it possible it is a mere speck in the greater grandeur of your life? That if you believe that God is in all things, okay, and do you that? I mean, that's what we teach in Unity. God is in all things. And God is good. So if God is in all things and God is good, then could it be, just maybe, that there's good in everything? And that you will emerge from any painful or scary experience a stronger, more powerful, vibrant, and abundant you. You think that's possible? And so again, I'm not trying to diminish any pain that you might have experienced or be experiencing. I am suggesting that if you're feeling emotional, physical pain, or fear, anger, any of that, that you have the power within you to be victorious. You've got it. And your power comes from that spiritual army I mentioned earlier, that offers you guidance and support to overcome anything. So if you're feeling pain, how about drawing from that spiritual power of love? Love for yourself, love for anyone you believe may have harmed you, love of God. Or if you're feeling lost or helpless, how about drawing from your powers of imagination, understanding, and will? The unknown can feel scary. And my niece, I was talking to her, and she has overcome cancer. And she said it was scary at first because it was unknown. And then she realized that you need to understand that at one point it will all be behind you. And that'll get you through. In Unity, we talk about the 12 powers of man. And the power for May is power. And according to Unity's co-founder, Charles Fillmore, power is man's innate control over his thoughts and feelings. It's a quickening from on high that must precede man's realization of dominion. Okay, so it is it's your innate control over your thoughts and feelings. Hear that? Your innate control over your thoughts and feelings. Wow. That's quite a blessing. And sometimes it feels a little bit like a curse. If you don't like what's going on around you, I know for me, it's like, oh no. If I don't like it, that means I have to look in the mirror because I'm part of that. Because I have control over my thoughts and feelings. And I know there's a lot going on in this world where others are trying to control our thoughts and feelings. We see it in our own country. Now it's red state versus a blue state, and if you see somebody with a certain kind of hat, then or a T-shirt, then there's these feelings of angst. And what's wrong with that person? Why? We all want the same things for ourselves. We all have the same basic needs. And yet seems to be something afoot, to create discord amongst us. And, we have the power over our thoughts. We have the power over our feelings. And we know that in some countries that is part of the culture. The only way to control people, because of the dictatorial aspect of the governments, from birth, it's indoctrination. This is the way you must think and feel. And that's how populations are controlled. But you have the power over your thoughts, over your feelings. And some people don't understand that. They don't know that. So you're way ahead of the game. I was reading a post by a woman who does seminars, and she's a very successful businesswoman. And this one caught my eye because she said she had gone for an interview, and it was a time when she was a single mother, barely able to put food on the table, and sometimes she went without so that her daughters would have food. And she was working, but just not enough money coming in. So she went on a job interview where she would learn how to do sales and the possibility for great income. And she could tell after about 20 minutes that the person interviewing her and who made the hiring decisions was not impressed. And after about a half an hour, that individual said, okay, why don't you, go home and we'll get in touch with you. And she knew that individual didn't want to hire her. And she didn't get up. And the person said, you can leave now. It's okay. And she says, no, I can't leave until you tell me what it is I have to say that will make you hire me. Can you imagine doing that? Most people would have just slunk out feeling badly about themselves. But she sat there and said, no, you tell me what I need to think and say and be to get this job. You know what the response was? That hiring individual just looked her right in the eye and said, okay, show up on Monday morning, 9 a.m. for training. She got the job just because she overcame her feelings and thoughts, chose different thoughts, and asserted her position, her power. So you have the power. Charles Fillmore also says, whatever you see in the external, you may be assured has its parallel in mind. Remember I was talking earlier about, oh my goodness, if something bothers me, I have to look in the mirror. And actually, if something's joyful and I'm having fun with, then I get to look in the mirror too, because it is mirroring what's going on within me. So the same law is operating in the spiritual realm and the material realm. Okay, but it just manifests differently. It looks different. So what's important to understand is that whatever we see on the outside is controlled by something within. So as within, as without. So what's going on right now in your life? Perhaps that you would like to see changed. Can you bring something to mind? Or is there a dream that you have that it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I can have that? Kayla did the vision boarding, was it last weekend? And, everyone who participated put out their vision. This is what I want in my life. And I hope you did it in terms of it's already happening. Because that starts to program your subconscious that, oh, this is real, this is me. And that way, you start thinking and speaking and acting as a person already living what you placed on that vision board. So you've got the power. So if something's bothering you, what is a different thought that you can put in in the place of it? If you are having difficulty with someone or a situation, how about drawing forth, that powerful army member of love? And so that it's love of self, love of the individual or the situation that's troubling you, and love of God. Just always love, focusing on that. If you're not quite sure how to do something, especially your dream, how about calling on those spiritual angel army members of imagination, understanding, zeal, intuition, and everything you need was going to come to you because you've got the power. This is my invitation to you. As you go forward into the rest of this day, this week, the rest of your life, that in all things, you draw forth that power within you. And because you have power, pull in your allies, pull in those spiritual army members to support you. And your life is going to be truly amazing. Just as amazing as you are. And so it is.
Thank you so much, Reverend Sophia, for your talk today. Much appreciated. A couple of things came to mind while Reverend Sophia was talking, when you're talking about how small we are individually. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties.
How small we are in what you're talking about. Hold on.
There we go. We are looking for volunteers to help run our audio-visual services. How small we are in the grand scheme of things. When the Voyager probe was going out of the solar system, it was passing by. I'm not sure it was passing by Neptune or Uranus, but Carl Sagan suggested that they turn it around and have it look back at Earth and see. And all you could see of Earth was this tiny little blue speck. It was the size of a pinhead in the image, just showing us the scale of our universe and around us. And I just was thinking about that when we're talking about the grand scale of things. When we look at our problems, we then have to take our own control. We have to take that within ourselves and control the situations that we can control, because so much is out of our control, being these small beings on this small blue speck in the middle of the galaxy, spiraling through the universe. So that being said, now's the time where we receive our tithes and offerings. So we at Unity of Kona greatly appreciate everything that everybody has to offer. We're so grateful for the contributions of everybody around us. And we will be passing around a plate here shortly. Dondi's going to play a little bit of music for us. But before we do that, we are going to do our offering blessing, which is up on the TV behind me shortly. And there it is. Yeah? No? There it is. Okay. So if you will say with me, please, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And Dondi, if you wouldn't mind playing us a tune.
I think everybody realizes it's May Day today. And in Hawaii, May Day is Lay Day for us. And I'm going to sing the song. Now, for those of you that know the song, please sing along. We'll sing it twice. May Days, Lay Day in Hawaii, garlands of flowers everywhere, all of the colors in the rainbow, maidens with blossoms in their hair, flowers that mean we should be happy, throwing aside our load of care. Oh, May Day is Lay Day in Hawaii. Lay Day is happy day out here. May Day is Lay Day in Hawaii. Garlands of flowers everywhere. All of the colors in the rainbow. Maidens with blossoms in their hair, flowers that mean we should be happy, throwing aside our load of care. Oh, May Day is Lay Day in Hawaii. Lay Day is happy day out here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dondi. We appreciate your music so much. And we've gathered your offerings. Now is the time in the service where we would like to bless them. As we know that through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. So we would like to dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your work, Spirit, in this world, in our community, in our spiritual center. We say aloha. And now, we would like to invite everybody to stand up and form a circle. We're going to do our closing songs, Let There Be Peace on Earth, and Aloha Oi. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony, perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath
be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let's take all that positive energy and power and spirit, and we will take it out into the world. And until we meet again, we'll sing Aloha Oi.
Aloha hoi, aloha hoi, he ke ona ona no hikalipo, one fond embrace, aloha iao, until we meet again.
Hui ho and aloha, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. Tune in next week. Please feel free to tell your friends and family about this Facebook event online if you want to join us remotely. Next Sunday, our guest speaker is Reverend Indira Grace. Her topic is going to be the Mothers of Unity, the power of the mother side of God. Let us remember the mothers of unity, the mothers of the movement we hold so dear, the mothers who have taught us the truth about God, healing, wholeness, prosperity, personal power, empowerment, and so much more. Our musician is Joe Conti. Please join us for the virtual social hour immediately after service today. All are invited. The Zoom link on the Unity Facebook page will be in the comment section. You'll be needed to be admitted one at a time. Have a fabulous week, everybody, and got some music with Dondi, and I guess it's going to be me as well.
Euli, Euli mako, Euli, Euli mako, komaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Everybody, Euli, Euli, Euli mako, Euli, Euli mako, komaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Imua, imua, imua mako, imua, imua mako, kamaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Imua, imua, imua mako, imua, imua mako, kamaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Eope mako, eope mako, kamaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Eope mako, eope mako, kamaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Haina, haina, haina hoi mai. Euli mako, kamaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Haina ho, haina, haina hoi mai. Euli mako, kamaka kolima, mekuki no hey aloha mai. Oh, mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.
Thank you so much.